today, my special guest is the Emmy and Golden Globe award-winning actress Marlo Thomas, who also has continued the tradition of her late father, Danny Thomas, as both spokesperson and humanitarian for St. Jude Children's Hospital for cancer research, and which, by the way, her father did start in 1962. Marlo, each year at this time we have you on, not only because you're a very special person, you're a very special guest, but it's a very important time of the year for St. Jude and the annual Thanks and Giving campaign. Why don't you explain to the listeners what that's about and how they can participate?
Well, I think the most important thing, if you're going to ask somebody for money, you should tell them what you're going to do with it, and you should tell them why you need it. And so I really would like to start by saying that it costs $2.6 million a day to run St. Jude. That's number one. And number two, nobody pays. My dad made a promise when we opened that no family would ever have to pay. And number three, that everything we learn, all our scientific research, would go out to the scientific and medical community worldwide. And we're a not-for-profit hospital. Nobody pays. So we have to receive 75% of our funds from the public, which is why people call St. Jude America's hospital, because the children come from every city in America, and the good-hearted people of America fund it. We could not do this without them. We could not be a not-for-profit hospital and not take any money from people if somebody didn't send us the money to do it. So we need that 75% of our funds to come from the public. And what's important about St. Jude is it's a research center and a treatment center, which is very unusual. When a child comes to St. Jude, they get both a doctor and a scientist on their case. That's that child's best chance at getting well. And many of the children who come to St. Jude are sent by doctors who don't know what to do, who will say to a mom or dad, if this was my kid, I'd take him to St. Jude. And they come to us because somebody else did not know what to do. And most hospitals don't know what to do because they're only working on what they know. We're working on what we don't know, what nobody knows, because we're a research center. So it's very exciting for us to get a child who nobody knows what to do, and for us to figure that out. Because we know if we figure it out for this one child, that means thousands of other children across the world will also be cured by what we find out for this child. We map the genome of every child who comes to us. So when you've mapped the genome, we can tell then from that DNA if the protocols that we have will cure that child. And if it proves that it wouldn't, then we create a new protocol that nobody's ever had, customized, precision medicine for this child. And if that child makes it from that, then that means that other children across the world who were also considered uncurable, will now be curable because of what we've discovered. That's the excitement of St. Jude.
And the survival rate of leukemia is very high, right?
Right. Well, when my father opened the hospital, it had a 4% survival rate.
Right.
And about 10 years ago, we got to a 94% survival rate. But what's important to us is that 6% that we're not saving yet. That's what we're working on now. We're working very hard on that 6%, and we're making great headways, especially with the new genome, to go in and find out what's causing that cancer to not respond to anything we're giving it. And hopefully that 94% will get to 95 and then 96. But we're very focused on that 6%.
Terrific. And let's talk about the donation. Charitable organizations have to spend money to give money. And it turns out, unfortunately, that many are very inefficient at channeling that donation to the people they're supposed to be helping. Why don't you talk a little bit about each dollar that's given, how much of that dollar actually gets to the
82 cents of every dollar goes directly to research and treatment. And that's very good. I mean, that's not much for administration for such an enormous place. But we've kept it down. We will always want to be above that 80%, so that if you give us $1, 82 cents of that dollar goes directly to research and treatment. It's a phenomenal number, and we're very proud of it. Yeah. And also, I want the people to know who are listening that in this time of year, we ask you to look at your children and give thanks for the healthy kids in your life and give to those who are not. This is a great, joyful time of year where everybody's, eating well and buying gifts, and the New York City's just every window of every store is all jolly and happy and moving parts. It's just amazing. But there are families at St. Jude who are fighting for their lives. So that's why we took this time of the year to say, give thanks for the healthy kids of your life and give to those who are not. And we've done that with this Thanks and Giving campaign. And in your area, you can go to Best Buy or Kmart or Williams-Sonoma, Domino's, Ann Taylor, K Jewelers, Home Goods, all these different places, and they're going to ask you to give a little something for the children of St. Jude. So while you're buying your gift for your friends and family, just leave $1 or whatever you can for the children of St. Jude. Or you can go to our website, stjude.org, or you can go to, you can put the word give in, text give to this number, 785-833, 785-833, or you can call 1-800-4-St. Jude, 1-800, then the number 4, St. Jude. So there's all those ways. That's 4 ways in which you can give. And I really mean this sincerely. If it's $1 only, it's great, because it takes a lot of dollars to get to 2.4 million a day, 2.6 million, excuse me. It was 2.4 million a few years ago. It's 2.6 million now a day. So every single dollar will help. And mostly what will help is to get into the giving spirit. You know, we're giving to our families, but my father taught me to notice other people. Notice other people who are hurt, who are hungry, who are sick, and help those people too. So I think it adds to our own joy with our healthy families if we think about other people who aren't quite as doing as well as we are and help them out too. And it'll mean so much to those moms and dads and those children.
That's terrific. You know, and I remember when we first started with the Partner in Hope program, a lot of my listeners, we have a tremendous amount of our listeners that are involved with Partner in Hope. And when we first started, I remember when we hit $1 million a day, and I thought that was unbelievable compared to 2.6.
Well, you're right, Phil. We've done a lot together. I must say the radio and television people have been such amazing partners to us, doing the marathons and the walkathons and the country radiothons and the regular radiothons and just promoting it and letting me come on. It's all part of the giving spirit to help kids around the country. And I know, as grateful as I am, I know how grateful the moms and dads are. So we can't thank you enough for giving us the time.
Oh, believe me, it's our pleasure. And as I say, we have a lot of our listeners giving already to Partner in Hope, which is a fantastic program. Well, listen, I want to thank you. I know you're busy and you got a real busy day today. So
it's my pleasure to talk to you. You've always been a great supporter of ours, and I'm happy to talk to you anytime. Happy holidays to you and to your listeners.
Okay, thank you very much.